Are we gonna do the intro at the beginning or with our makeup on? I don't know what's best.
I rarely film Get Ready With Me, so you're the
I'm just gonna keep it casual. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea. It's nice to have you guys here. We are in a different location and there's someone with me.
Yay! I feel so like weird whenever I do collabs because I'm just like, I'm used to saying the intro and then somebody else says it and I'm just sat here like...
I'm so weird doing collabs because I'm used to just being alone in my apartment.
Yeah, well that as well. You're the only person I've ever collabed with.
Yeah,
so.
same. Well, I did film a video once with one of my other friends, but this is not normal for me at all. So you'll have to excuse lighting and how close we are. We do love each other.
Yes, it's okay.
But we're not sitting this close because we love each other. We're sitting this close because we're trying to perch at the edge of the bed in front of the window where we've got the best lighting. And we're going to do our makeup and just film a casual, probably going to be chatty.
Probably.
Because it's me to begin with, and now it's me with Tamzin. So a casual chatty, get ready with us, not with me, with us, for a day in London. And we're also going to be filming a what's in our makeup bags, and that's going to be over on Tamzin's channel. I'm also trying to remind myself to look at the lens and not the screen.
Oh, same, sorry.
So we're just going to dive right into it and get ready with us. If you want to know more specifics about the products that we're using, you will probably want to go watch her video because I have a feeling we're going to get stuck more talking and chatting and not walking you through the step-by-step. So we're just going to do our makeup, have a bit of a chat. If you are watching this in the morning and need to do your makeup, maybe put this on pause, go grab your makeup stuff, or bring us to wherever you do your makeup and do your makeup with us. I like that idea. I usually do, let's just dive in. But I usually do watch Get Ready With Me's or like skincare routines, things like that, while I'm watching other people's videos.
Yeah, same. I like to do it when I'm doing something like that because then it feels like the person's kind of there with me. Yeah. A lot of the time, so me and Andrea use this app called Marco Polo to talk to each other. We use it a lot according to my screen time on my phone. But I always listen to Andrea's Marco Polos because they're not like live whilst like I'm eating dinner or getting ready because it feels like that's something that we would normally do together. So it's nice to like have that there.
I tend to watch yours, the ones that you send while I'm sleeping. I watch those in the morning while I'm doing my makeup or my skincare.
When you're getting ready, I'm either eating my dinner or getting ready for bed and doing my skincare for bed. So,
and then usually the ones you send later in the day, if I've been on campus, I listen to those when I'm
the driving ones are my favourite because fun fact about Andrea that you probably won't know is her road rage.
And we're also mindful of the fact that my mom is here in the room with us.
So I can't repeat the things she says.
No, she can't.
But Andrea's road rage is my favourite. So watching her, she doesn't look at the phone when she talks back to me. She just like places it somewhere.
Yeah, I've got a little like phone stand in my car.
Yeah. And she just talks, so while she's looking at the road, she's like talking to me like I'm in the car. And that every so often there'll just be a car pulling out on her or something like that. And I'm just sat there laughing to myself about it.
I think people who only know me from YouTube, or honestly anyone who's just never driven with me.
True, because I have driven with you in real life as well, so I do know what it's like.
People who just know me from like other stuff and have never actually been in my car don't know how foul I can get. The F word gets used quite regularly and freely.
It's just that you're so creative with your insults.
Am I?
Yeah. Like some of the things that you say, I'm just like, wow, that's a good one. I'm gonna use that one. It's great. I love it. I need to remember to actually do my makeup whilst doing this Get Ready With Us because I get distracted.
This is the hard part about filming. This is why I said we needed to book out a good amount of time to film this because it takes at least twice as long to do your makeup in a Get Ready With Me video. Yeah. And then I feel like it takes even longer if you're filming it with someone. And I'm just planning on keeping my makeup simple today.
Oh, same. To be honest, that's what I've just been doing more and more recently is just, well, not natural, but more just like plain makeup. Looks like no eyeshadow basically and just, you know, face, mascara, boom, done. That's mainly because I'm usually in a rush, like when I go to uni and things like that.
I'm usually going to class, like to teach. Like, if it's not a teaching day, I'm not really going to be putting on makeup.
Yeah.
If I'm just going to Target, Tamzin's favorite place in the world.
Yes, that's true.
If I'm just going to Target or something like that, I'm not really going to spend a lot of time doing my makeup. It's like I'll just do mascara and brows.
I feel like I should probably introduce myself a bit, just in case you're like, who is this random?
For anyone who's new since the summer, 2 summers ago, I was gonna say since the last London vlogs, but we have seen you on my channel since the last London vlog.
Well, no, it was 2 summers. Well, it wasn't last summer, it was the summer before.
Summer before.
2018. Throwback. Basically,
yeah.
Me and Andrew are friends, obviously. I don't know how else I was going to intro that. And,
who are you? Why is some random stranger in my hotel room doing makeup with me?
I just turned up. Yeah. Who am I? I'm really struggling to think now. Okay.
I didn't mean for this video to cause an existential crisis.
What is my identity? What is my purpose? No, genuinely.
We're not going to get into those kinds of questions.
Okay.
We don't have time for that.
No, we don't. Not today.
Maybe when you come to Arizona, we can do one of those
a video called Who Am I? Who are we?
Questioning our existence on this planet.
Wow, that got deep.
Well, it's you and me. It does happen sometimes.
We do have a lot of deep chats, to be honest. The endless Marco Polos of me crying and having breakdowns.
I keep waiting for Marco Polo at some point to like cut it off.
Why? When it's like, warning, this person is not emotionally stable. Are you okay?
No, I mean more like my camera, which we're gonna have to keep an eye on it. We've been going for 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes. Like my camera will automatically shut off at like 22 minutes. Yeah. So like I keep waiting. Like, when is the cutoff for Marco Polo?
Well, you sent me like half
an hour? 2 hours? Like, at what point is it like, girl, just shut up. She doesn't want to watch all of this. Because I feel like that app, every time I've seen videos, and my other friends who use it, they send like 30-second messages, and we're sending like 30 minutes or more sometimes.
We just send each other vlogs, basically.
That is
like,
what
now
it feels
I'm doing this.
I feel like Tamzin gets the private vlogs. She hears all the stuff that just gets cut out of my vlogs. And Mom, the other day, when we got here to London, I've been vlogging, but before Tamzin got here, I was also sending her Marco Polos. So Mom heard me vlogging and telling all of you guys what had happened that day and how I was feeling and stuff. And then I turned off the vlogging camera, turned on Marco Polo, and she hears me saying the exact same thing. And she's like, didn't you just tell Tamzin all of that? I'm like, no, that was the vlog. Now I'm talking to Tamzin.
I just get like an extra version. And then I watch all of the vlogs still as well, so I get, you know, double the content. Anyway, back to me.
Oh yeah, back to who this one is.
I didn't mean it like
How
that.
did we meet, Tamzin?
Okay, so we actually met in Fleur de Force's comment section.
True story.
True story. I can't remember which way round it was. One of us left a comment on Fleur's video and then the other one replied to it.
Well, you recently found the comment.
I think I commented.
You commented
on Fleur's video and you replied to it.
Yeah.
But basically, I commented something just about the video, and then you like agreed with me about it. Yeah, it was something to do with.
Well, because her video was on like advice to YouTubers.
Yeah, so I commented saying like, oh, I really agree with this as somebody who's recently started my channel. This was back in 2016.
It was like her 7th or 8th anniversary.
Yeah, so it was June 2016.
Something like
because I'd started my channel in May and you'd started it in April.
So we'd both only been on YouTube for a short amount of time at that point. We're also kind of still stuck in that, like, I think the comment was in regards to like building your audience and like the whole sub for sub debate.
Yeah,
and we were agreeing that we didn't like sub for sub, that like leaving authentic comments is always going to be the best thing to do to grow your audience. I feel like this would be a whole other video, like talking about the algorithm. That might be something for us to film, like growing as a YouTuber. When you come to visit.
Yeah, because I feel like we've both kind of got different inputs to have on that, and like how we've grown our channels and
and part of that's I think because we both have slightly different audiences.
Oh yeah,
your audience is a little bit younger, and your niche is slightly different, and so that's going to change your approach to building your audience.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why your audience is growing a little bit faster than mine too.
I think it's just a case of like, some of my videos are a bit more like not hot topic, but like
exactly.
have got kind of a specific relevance at that moment in time, so then they'll get hits and then people subscribe and follow from that, whereas you're just more about consistency and building a very personal brand and like what you stand for in the videos that you make, whereas mine can be a little bit more erratic. I'm still doing my eyebrows, by the way. I just feel like they're uneven. Do they look okay?
Yeah.
Eyebrows are sisters, not twins.
Exactly.
That's what everybody says, isn't it? It's the OG YouTube quote. Anyway, we went off on a massive tangent.
We did. We will organize those thoughts more clearly and film a follow-up video.
Definitely.
Because Tamzin's coming to visit.
I am.
So, back to the original story of who you are. We met in Tamzin's comments.
In Fleur's comments. But in mine.
Fleur's comments.
In mine.
Then,
reply.
So we started talking in Fleur's comments.
Just kind of like having a conversation about the topic.
Yeah, and then I went and clicked on your channel.
Just kind of out of curiosity, wasn't it?
Yeah, and found, I think it was your stationery haul, which is like, okay, well this girl's obviously cool. She's got a stationery haul. Anyone who's filming a stationery haul is definitely someone I can be friends with. I went and watched that and commented, and then you must have just come over and watched one of my videos.
Yeah, because like usually on YouTube you can tell like just from somebody's comment whether they've got a channel or not because of like their icon and whatever.
Yeah.
If you've got a bit more of a like professional icon or something like that, you can usually tell somebody's got a channel. So I probably just clicked on it out of curiosity and wondered, oh, I wonder if she has a channel. And then found Andrew's videos. And like I said, this was back in 2016, so this was like over 3 years ago. God
knows what video. Like your stationery haul looked pretty good, but God knows what my video.
I think the first video you commented on of mine was a Primark haul.
That is very possible.
I'm pretty sure it was. So,
I probably watched the stationery haul and then saw the Primark haul. I usually, before I sub, I will usually watch a couple of videos just to make sure that like if I like the first one, it's not like just a random fluke. But like if I click onto someone's channel and I see a stationery haul and a Primark haul and like, you know, one or two other of like a favorite type of video. Also, if I click onto someone's channel and I hear a British accent.
Yeah, but this Yorkshire one.
I like your Yorkshire accent. Thank you very much.
We were talking about this yesterday because like I'm really paranoid over like my accent.
And I'm American, so we don't really know the difference.
Oh, where's my beauty blender?
I don't know. Where'd you put it? I know you have it in here.
Might be my toiletry bag. BRB.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hear the difference in the, I mean, I hear a difference in the accent. Obviously, the thicker the northern accent, the more my ears will pick up on it. But, like, I've been trying to pay attention in the commercials because we've got the TV here in the room. And I don't hear that big of a difference.
Yeah, it's just because I think when you probably first found my channel, you just heard British, and then now as we've become friends,
I mean,
I'm like more like, I don't know, it's more.
I definitely heard that it wasn't like
wasn't nice.
It wasn't a London accent. I don't think of it as like nice accent versus not nice accent. I just hear, okay, I'm used to London or like standard received pronunciation, BBC English. The English accents I have trouble. Like I can usually recognize a Welsh accent and obviously Scottish and Irish. And yes, I know Irish isn't British, but of the English accents, like I don't know that I would know specifically. I couldn't label them. I just would hear, oh, that sounds a little different, but I wouldn't be able to say, oh, that's a X accent or that's a Y accent. So.
But yeah, so you probably obviously watched some of my videos. I watched some of yours, and then we started like
we keep going down tangents.
Yeah, these like all separate videos that we need to film. But yeah, so we commented on a couple of videos of each of us, and then just kind of became like YouTube friends. So that was like 2016, middle of 2016. I was 16. So what was I doing with my life? I was just going to sixth form like that September, and then I dropped out. And you were doing your PhD at the time.
Yeah, and I had just turned 35 at the start of filming my channel because I kind of thought, oh, 35, I'm halfway through the decade. Like, what wild and crazy and potentially stupid thing can I do? I'm going to start a YouTube channel. So yeah, I was doing my PhD. I had just finished doing a research paper on YouTube, and so Like it was more at the front of my brain and thought maybe this is something I can do. So I gave it a try, and it was definitely worth it, because even if I had never hit 1,000 subscribers, even if you had been the last person to subscribe to my channel and no one else subscribed after that, everything would have been worth it, because at least I got you out of the deal. So it's so easy for people when they start on this platform to get caught up in the numbers.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I think it's worth it to do a YouTube channel. Like, you do it because you love creating content and you would do it no matter what, and you do it for the potential relationships you could get out of it. I think when you look at the people who've made it big on this platform and who like now do YouTube professionally as their job, when you look back at their early videos and even their videos now, there's a love for the content, there's a love for the creation, the things like that can happen. It's not...
I'm so sorry.
It's not, yeah, Tamzin's just casually dying on me. You know, it's not about having huge numbers. Because, like, I just think about, like, Zoella. Because her numbers have kind of plateaued.
So is there anybody else in the world left to subscribe?
And she doesn't really film on her main channel anymore. It's more her vlogs. Which I know she said in the At Home podcast with Anna and Lily. She said on her episode of that like the vlogs are just what she cares about now. And like they're the only videos that she would actually go back and watch. Yeah. Which is true. Like, I don't really go back and rewatch old haul videos. The London hauls probably, because it's just fun. But like, it's why vlogging on my channel is like so important to me. Like, it's my favorite. They're my favorite videos to film. They're my favorite to edit, and they're the ones that I would rewatch because it's actually my life.
Well, that's interesting, because like I totally understand that because of the other kind of videos that you do, but like at the same time I feel like I don't do hauls and beauty videos as much anymore, because the kind of videos that I create now are ones that I want to watch back, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of videos, if you don't know, about like university, and to me it's kind of like my diary of uni, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So even though I do a video, like my latest video was why I chose to go into marketing as a career.
I still need to watch that one.
Fake fan.
I've just been busy and jet lagged.
It's okay.
I'll watch it twice to make up for it.
Thank you. So like why I chose marketing as a career path, like I can watch that maybe like 5 years down the line if I'm doing marketing, or if I'm like done a completely different career.
Well, like how I prepared for my comp exam, any of my PhD videos, even though they're sit-down videos, I will still probably go back and rewatch those at some point, just to like see, just to kind of relive how that felt, and like that was part of my PhD journey. So, but a lot of the sit-down videos, like I just wouldn't go back and rewatch. But what I was getting at with Zoella, like if all she cared about was increasing her numbers, she wouldn't be focusing only on the vlogs. She'd be producing regular content on her main channel. But I think as a creator, especially when you've been doing it for as long as Zoella has, you have to like keep investing yourself emotionally, and so the content you want to create is going to change.
Definitely. But again, I feel like that's the whole other topic about kind of like staying, because about when people comment on your videos, I don't really think I've had this, but I know it's a kind of a thing in the YouTube community, you know, the whole you've changed. But like, of course, when I started YouTube I was 16, I'm now 19, and like, yeah, that's 3 years, but they're 3 pretty big developmental years in your life. And like over 3 years a normal person would change, but especially like teenagers and young people, well, like, especially you're gonna change.
You know, it's only been a few years for me, but like I finished my PhD, and now I'm in a completely different stage of my career. And like, so if someone followed me only for my PhD content, then yeah, I've changed, because I'm not doing that
But the thing
anymore.
Is like the expectation.
But what was I supposed, like in my case, what was I supposed to have done? Not graduate?
Or do another PhD? Like that's the thing, it's like, what do you expect? If somebody's doing a PhD, you know that's a time constraint thing. Like if I'm at university, you know that that's going to end one day, but you should still appreciate the content afterwards, because like, people, if they're doing a PhD and they want to know about your PhD, they're going to want to know what post-PhD life is like as well. So I feel like it's a natural progression.
And I feel like that's why it hasn't hit me, because I feel like the people who did start watching me because of my PhD content are now still interested in the kind of life post-PhD. For me, I've never... There's no one that I've unsubscribed to because their content has changed, because I don't follow someone purely for their content. I follow because I'm genuinely interested in that person.
I feel like if I unsubscribe from somebody, it's just because they've done something to annoy me rather than...
That's usually what happens.
But it's not... Like, we were having
something in their personality has changed.
And like, I just don't like that about them anymore. Yeah, so if I unsubscribe from somebody now, it's because something in their personality's changed. And this is kind of the difference between me and other people. I'm not saying everybody's like this, but like, if I unsubscribe from somebody, I unsubscribe and forget about it. Like, I don't care enough to leave a hate comment, which is why I don't understand trolling. Because why would you waste so much time, energy, and, you know, just mental
because
headspace
it's not actually about the content anymore for them. It's about a dislike for the creator.
Yeah. Going back to how we met. I feel like this video is so long. But basically, all of the YouTube stuff was going on, and then we finally met in person. What do you want to tell us?
Yeah, well, because I'm done with my makeup, I think. This is as good as it's gonna get. I was coming to London for the same conference I'm here for this trip 2 years ago, and...
So we've been friends for like a year and a bit at this point.
Yeah, at that point. Both Tamzin and my friend Alice, who lives in Manchester, who does YouTube. Hi, Alice.
Hi.
Were willing to like meet up. Thankfully, they were both willing to come down to London, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get up to Sheffield or Manchester on that trip. We just arranged to meet up. We arranged for her to come down. She got the train. I was spending that first morning at Kensington Palace at an exhibition, and so we had arranged to meet outside of Kensington, but I was still going through it and still needed like a gift shop and stuff.
You was like, I'm still going through it.
Yeah, I'm still going through the museum, so I wasn't done yet. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna be at least another hour, or you could come in and meet me inside. And so that's what she did. And I feel like by the time we left Kensington Palace, we were like BFFs.
It just like solidified it, didn't it? Because we were like really close online, but when you meet somebody in person.
When I was finally meeting Tamzin, it's like, is she gonna be as cool in real life as she seems online? Way cooler. I was really nervous going into it, because it's like, what if she's not how she seems? But then you were even better. Then, like, you lived up to the reality lived up to...
I meant the hype.
Yeah. So we hung out at Kensington and then walked through the park, and then went back to my hotel really quick to drop off my bags, because I bought a couple big heavy books at Kensington. And then we walked over towards Tamzin's hotel and had a 5-hour dinner at Pizza Express. Like, we were literally some of the last people to leave the restaurant that night. By the time we met up the next morning, it was like we'd known each other forever. Because, like, when you only know each other online, because, like, we weren't Marco Poloing. We weren't...
FaceTiming, really?
FaceTiming.
I don't think we were FaceTiming.
Or texting. We just knew each other online and, like, on Instagram. And so... But then once we started talking, we realized, like, talking about stuff that we wouldn't normally talk about online, we were like, whoa, we have way more in common than we thought we did.
Because that's the thing, like, sorry to interrupt you, but like, my best friend at uni said to me the other day, I was like telling you about her, and she was like, she didn't mean this in the wrong way at all, but she was like, what do you have in common? Because, like, looking at us,
the age difference
and the
just alone,
the distance as well, between us, like, she was just like, well, what do you have in common? And like, I know, like, I could list things that we have in common, but at the same time, it's not really something that you can just, like, put into words, if that makes sense. You just know when you click with somebody, and that's how I always just felt with you, and, like, I just felt like we were soulmates, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I always say that, you know, there's such things as unromantic soulmates and just pure friendship soulmates.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like we are. And the way that I described it to my friend was, if somebody turned around to me right now and said, yeah, it turns out you and Andrew are sisters, like, it wouldn't surprise me, because I feel like we're cut from the same cloth, or whatever the saying is.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we met then in London, and then that was like November, wasn't it? And then in January, I think I kind of jokingly said,
I should come to Arizona.
I should come to Arizona, and you were like, yeah. So then in May, we'd been like talking a lot more at this point and like FaceTiming and stuff. I got on a, not in May, I didn't get on a plane. I booked my tickets in May. And then in July 2018, came to Arizona. And then fast forward like the past year, we've like obviously, you know, you just get closer and closer with somebody the more that you talk to them.
Yeah, because like then you came and stayed with me for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
and so
exactly.
then we were talking even more. And at that point we had started like FaceTiming and stuff. And so we were just, and WhatsApp. We were using WhatsApp a lot. And so we were talking a lot more, and you just became one of those people where if something really great happened, you were one of the first people I told, and if something really kind of not so great happened, you were the first person that I like called to vent or complain or just ask for advice. I think like in regards to the age difference, you're more mature for your age, and I'm probably like, I don't really feel like I'm 38 years old. So I feel like because of the PhD and like because I've been in school for so long and like I haven't been working in a career for years and years and years, like I relate to the student experience.
Which is what I was just about to like embark on with like going to uni and stuff. So it kind of made sense in that way. And like I said, when I think I said this in an Instagram post a while ago, I said like, oh no, I think my friend Imogen said this to me actually, and I kind of elaborated it on, because she's one of my kind of like long distance friends, if that makes sense. She said to me, distance means so little when the friendship means so much. Yeah. And I think that's the same with the age thing as well. Like everything else means so little when the friendship means so much. Like it just makes sense. It makes more sense to put the effort in and be, you know, close than not. So I think that's something important if you are, you know, embarking on a similar kind of friendship or journey or what have you. By the way, yes, I finally finished my makeup more or less. I'm on my lipstick. But after...
This video is going to be like 40 minutes long.
I hope you like. After...
We'll put a warning on the title.
Long
Super long.
I think we'll be able to tell from the timestamp, but...
Some people don't always pay attention to the timestamp, though.
Yeah. I feel like I do that with Bon Appetit videos. That's a whole other topic.
I mean, I pay attention to the timestamp because I need to know, like, do I have time to watch this?
True. Yeah, so after, very quick, basic finishing off rundown of that. After Phoenix, like, last year, and then kept talking, and then obviously now we're in London, I'm going back to Arizona this new year. You'll get to see more of this phase. Yay! Which I'm sure you're very happy about. So yeah, that's basically how we know each other. And I do YouTube as well, which obviously Andrew mentioned earlier. So we do have a lot in common, and I feel like that's so nice to kind of have somebody who you feel so close with and can so, like, you can so strongly relate to, if that makes sense. But yeah. I'm ready, so I feel like we should probably wrap up this video considering it is about 40 minutes long so far. So
we are now going to film, I think we've got time.
Yeah.
We'll do it quickly. Her video will be much shorter than my video.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go film, well, we're not gonna go, we're gonna sit here, but we are now going to film what's in our makeup bag. So if you wanted to see what products we were using, make sure that you go over to her channel. I will have all of her information linked below. These videos will probably go up at the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we will see you over there. If you've come to this one from Tamzin's channel, I should have said this at the beginning. Hi, welcome. I hope you'll subscribe and stick around this channel for a little bit.
Please do. If you're one of mine, you know, become one of Andrew's as well.
I'd love to have you here. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
Do it. That's my saying.
Is that all that jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz.
I feel like you're learning off me.
I am.
Picking up on my habits.
My brain is not working. I've been hit with jet lag so bad on this trip.
I feel like I have, and I'm not even. I'm like in the same country.
It's contagious.
Yeah.
So we will see you over on Tamzin's channel or in another vlog on this channel, and we'll see you all soon. I will see you all soon in the next video. Yeah.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.